Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm going to make this quick video going over this trade that I took last night to help me pass another Alpha Futures Zero Eval during Asia session. So this is the certificate from last night, just for proof. I can't show the executions just because after you pass the account, this hit overnight and then it was gone. So I didn't have time to get a picture of the screenshots of me live in the trade, but this was the trade I ended up taking. The account bounced. So if you watch my trade recap from Thursday the 23rd, that was the first trade that I ended up taking, which netted me about like 11 or 1200 bucks. So this trade got me the other around $1,900 to end up passing for the 3K profit target. Again, this was the Alpha Futures Zero account. If you guys are interested in grabbing one of these, link will be in the pinned comment. It's 30% off until the 26th. And if you guys want to join the Discord for where we do voice chat trading and some live trading coming soon, link will be in the pinned comment as well. So let's get right into this. Should be a pretty quick recap. So if you guys don't know, Asia has just been trending. It's been very expansion. New York AM has just been very choppy overall. So basically, I wanted to see price just continue up. We were already in bullish order flow on the higher time frame, and I wanted to see price just eventually continue up to take out all of this liquidity. I just figured we were going to run back to all-time highs by the end of the week. We have a heavy news day. Today is Friday, so we have CPI and all that stuff coming up. So I just figured to trade with the trend and see if Asia was going to expand to those highs up there, and I figured why not? It's an eval. You know, Asia session again has been expanding, so I decided to just go in with this. So basically, I had marked out this 15-minute gap off of market open right here. And in this gap, let's put the replay tool back on so I could show you guys really quick what I'm talking about. Right here. We had marked out this 15-minute gap right here. And obviously, this was market open right here on this candle. And then we had a push back into this level right here. And the thing with this level I had marked out was we had these 6 p.m. open resting, and then we had CE of this gap right here. I just figured this was an easy continuation confluence trade. I figured that price could continue to run up and take out all this higher time frame liquidity as long as the trend wanted to continue bullish. And like we know, Asia will usually expand and continue with the trend. It will deliver to the drawn liquidity. It just takes a little bit longer than New York. Obviously, during New York AM, you have a quick move to the drawn liquidity, but during Asia, it's a much slower move, but it will eventually deliver. So what I seen happen was price came down and ended up tagging in the 15-minute fair value gap right here. And I knew we had the 6 p.m. open below that. So that was giving me more confidence. I figured if we rejected off of the CE point of this gap, or if we came down to 6 p.m. open, I was willing to take a trade. And I was going to run my stops just a little bit, give them more room just to be safe, but keep it below the 6 p.m. open just in case price wanted to manipulate one more time. So once we tagged into that 15-minute gap, we had a nice bounce to the upside, and I ended up taking entry. I got a little bit of a not the greatest entry. I ended up entering somewhere in and around here. After we had that bounce, I wanted to enter. I wanted to wait for a pullback, but then I seen as soon as we started trending to the upside right here, as soon as we started chopping up, I just took entry. Entry was around 25,295, and I gave the stop a good amount of room. Again, just below that 6 p.m. open, just to be safe again. And I knew we had range to the upside, which and I knew we had a target for a clear break-even point, so I just figured I would just let this one run. Again, 17-point stop and 49-point take profit, and that was the target that was going to get me to that 3K profit target to get me the remaining 1900 on that eval. So basically, again, continuation confluence, we bounce into a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Again, I had marked out the CE point on that gap, but regardless if we came down to there or the 6 p.m. open and we continue to respect that gap, I wanted to see a continuation up, take out the continued buy side draws and liquidity. Just going with the continuation model. Again, 1 minute gets a nice reaction. I enter in and around here. Not the greatest entry, of course, but regardless, price continues to play out right here, and I'll click through on the 5 minutes so it's a little bit faster. Basically, price right here takes out my my break-even point. So right around here at around 9 o'clock here, I move my stops to break even, and basically I just set my limit up here at 25,344, and I put my stop to break even. I put an alert here, and I put an alert here, and I just got off the charts, didn't hear anything, went to bed, and then I woke up in the middle of the night, and full take profit ended up getting hit. And As you can see, we ended up running right through that old London high. We ended up running through that old New York AM high, and then we ended up running right to all-time highs, and now we're back at all-time highs going into Friday today. So once again, 15-minute pulled back into a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. We had that 6 p.m. open resting below, which gave us a little bit more confidence that if price wanted to dip below that gap, it would bounce off the 6 p.m. open. We had a nice reaction off of that 15-minute gap, so we ended up taking the entry a little bit, not the greatest entry, but we had room to the upside to let this trade run. We moved stops to break even at this internal high, and we just let it continue to run and run overnight. As we know, like I said, Asia expands, Asia trends lately. It's just been moving like that, and it's been very good for trading evals in my opinion. So that's gonna wrap it up for me, guys. Again, if you guys want to join, sign up for Alpha Futures. Link will be in the pinned comment. Link for the Discord's in the pinned comment as well. That's it for me. We'll be back with a weekly outlook tomorrow. I think that I'll probably upload this on Saturday. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.